Alright, and we're live. Oh. Whew. Amnesiac, Pushcar, Justin. Are you always early? I am always early, Amnesiac. What a silly question. What have we been doing this for? 6 months? Always, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's been a couple where I've been late. It's possible, but it's rare. Okay, it's real rare. I wouldn't know. Yeah, think about how late you are, Amnesiac, because I start early and then you're late by normal standards. Fucking imagine. Alright, how's everyone doing this fine, what the fuck is it today? Wednesday, morning or afternoon. Yeah, bro, when I'm not working, I have no concept of, fucking day of the week. I got no clue at all. Captain Panda, Tin Up, Quantum, how's it going, guys? Afterlease, how's it going? It's midnight? What the fuck? You're 12 hours, you're like 11 hours ahead of me? What? Alright, I'm just give me 2 seconds. We'll get started. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do the sort of thing that Easy does, where he streams at the same time on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know how that would work if I'm honest, because I'm an unk, okay? My what the fuck? Shut up. My technical knowledge leaves a lot to be desired, for sure. Romero, how's it going, man? Gonna be 10:30 p.m. What the fuck? You're 9 hours ahead of me too? 9.5, I guess. The rain dropped temperature a lot, went from really hot to cold in 2 days. What's cold in India, Amnesiac? I'm so curious. Yeah. I don't know what that. Holy fuck! Tysonette is on his he's on his Mafia-thon 3. Holy shit! He's at 72k live viewers. That is insanity to me. I don't even have a fucking clue. How the fuck would I even go live on Twitch? What kind of... Bro, what the fuck? I get cold at 25. Jeez, 20... Okay, 20 is a good temperature. Like right here, right now. Like I just went out for a little walk before I started because I was like, I'm gonna be setting my ass down for 3 hours. Let me just, you know, walk a little bit. Merlin, how's it going, man? How you doing? What the fuck? What temperatures? And like I went outside and I was like, man, it's fucking great weather outside. What weather? It's what the fuck are you giving it to me? It's 23 Celsius right now. I was like, amazingly good. There's a plugin for OBS. Yes, I know. Yeah. No, but I'm trying to. I don't even have because I don't have a Twitch account set up with my email, with my like this email. You know, like I have a personal one. So I was just trying to do that. Okay, now that that's set up, I'll figure out the multi-stream and shit later. Okay, fuck it. That's fine. Let's just do that right here. Let's close that down. Let's close that. Good. Good, good. Good, good. Alright, let's do Wordle really quickly. We're just gonna do Wordle because I started a little late. What the fuck is C? I only know F. What? Instead, just stop. Thanks, Luvian. Oh my god, we can talk normally. We don't have to fucking be worried about clip champing. Let's go. Love you, Luvian. Hi, bitch. No, so a kick rumble. Fuck that. No. X, definitely not kick and rumble. Only if they're paying me to gamble. That is the dream, baby. Okay. Oh my god! What? Lumion Central made a video about the hangman. Oh man, he's doing that. Oh, that's so sad because I wanted to make one about each pathway. Well, fucker. I mean, I'm gonna do it all the same, but god damn it. Ah, shit. Oh, all right, never mind. We're doing connections. That was. I'm goated. Oh my god. You know what? I'm becoming a full-time Wordle player. Feels weird seeing you win. You are a bitch, bro. Come on, I get it right like a decent percentage of the time. Don't be doing all that. Come on. You can't since he finished COI when he came out. You won't even know all the abilities. Oh no. That's so cooked. MTV? What? Ness? Dawn? Fuse? Bond? Combine? Wed? Nice. That's so cooked. Dawn, pull, birth, start, Dawn, Genesis. I got it before Romero typed it. That's all I'm gonna say. I got it before Romero typed it, okay? I got it. MTV fly VHS MTV NES ALF 4 letter acronyms. Oh, I'm too good. Perfect connections. 3 Wordle in 3. Oh my god, it's gonna be a good fucking day, boys. Oh my god. And girls. I don't think there's any girls here yet, but all the same. Oh my god, Seer. Actually, what? I don't know what ALF is. I also... No, I know what NES is, but... What is ALF? This is true. Did you play Blueprints? What the fuck is Blueprints? Excuse me? Oh. What is Blueprints? Oh, I don't know who it... I gotta play that fucking Save the Princess or whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. There's like someone who's telling me to play like a... There's a game on... There's a game to download from Steam. I can't remember what the game was. Something the Princess. Slay the Princess. Oh, Amnesiac. Yes, it was you. Great. Good. Good. No, stop. Great, good, good. Good, decent. Decent, hunting. Rifle. Decent rifle. Aim. Aim decent. Khaled, how's it going, man? Aim decent. Rifle decent. Good decent. Good rifle. Aim decent. Decent. Ranked. Yet. Oh. Hold on, I gotta... Tournament is what I'm thinking. Tournament. Fuck. No. Fuck. Gun. Wait, gun goo? What? Goal. Dot. Okay. Why does gun connect to goo? What? Powder? Powder decent. Cocaine. Okay, logically, the mine does go powder decent. I don't touch the stuff myself, but like that's where the mine goes. Okay? Don't make it weird. God, thank God Leon isn't here. I'd be so cooked. Precision. Fast, decent runner? Runner, good. Old. Shit. Runner, sprinter? Sprinter, good. Best? Dr. Z, how's it going? Yay, we got there. Okay, listen, it took a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but like we did all three in like a record time. Less than like 9 minutes to do all three. That is impressive. What a good day. Lexicon took like 7 out of those 9 minutes, but all the same. Alright, let's go. Let's get started. I think 12:44 is a decent place to stop. How do I think that? I don't know. My source is that I fucking made it up. But I do want to see what Klein gets from the whole hunting bullshit. Did the sun rise from the west today? Where does the sun normally rise from? East. Oh, no. I think it rose from the east. Eric, how's it going, man? Bro, don't judge me. I don't know. I'm not good with directions. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, dumbass. Don't be fucking calling me that, this little fucker. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. You guys are bro, I give you like so much cool information. We talk all this stuff. Oh, you know what the sun was? Fuck you, dude. Oh my god, fuck you. You guys are so fucking annoying. Bro, what am I, fucking caveman? Where the f would I need to know where it rises from, bro? Wouldn't believe it? It rises from the same fucking direction every day. Who the fuck cares? And secondly, I did get it, okay? I mean, it took a second, but I got there. What are you guys so mean about? Hypothesis. Apotheosis. Honorary American? No, we hate the Americans, okay? Especially right now with great-grandfather Trump in office. Fuck that guy. Alright, let's go. Enough, alright, we'll talk about politics a little bit later, okay? We can't have all the normies get scared out by the politics right away, okay? What if you're stuck in the desert one day? What the fuck would the fucking sun help me in the desert, bro? Please tell me, I'm so curious. What am I gonna do? Oh, the sun comes out from the east, so I should do fuck all with that information? What the fuck do you mean? What? Please tell me how that helps. I'm Canadian, Quantum. Fucking Christ. Jesus Christ, these people. Okay, let's go. After dealing with the spoils of war and bestowing the purified Shaman King characteristic to Emlyn, Klein was in no hurry to leave Sephira Castle. He simply reviewed the battle today. Directs help when you are lost? Okay. What the fuck would that do for me, though? Oh, I'm sorry. If you lose direction, here's the really cool thing, Dr. Z. Pick a direction, fucking keep walking in that direction. Just don't be fucking stupid. What? No, I'm trying to read, Khaled. These guys are fucking rage baiting me. One thing he focused on was the Abomination Sua's performance in various aspects, so as to assess how powerful this angel really was. Did I? Oh, I did. I missed an H. Okay, whatever. If I encounter him head-on and don't hold back, I might not even have a chance to summon an angel projection, unless I succeed on my first attempt. Of course, my target, Kotar, is a sequence 2. As for Sua, he's a sequence 1. The gap between the two is likely significant. However, Kotar shares the same pathway as mine. He suppresses me in every aspect. I can only be thankful that he hasn't completed the ritual and advanced to sequence 1, or I would have no chance of winning. Sequence 1. As his thoughts raced, Klein's gaze suddenly constricted as he sat straight up. He had thought of a possibility in a moment of inspiration. Could Kotar have advanced and become a tenet of mysteries? He created a marionette city to mislead Aman? I can't rule that out. But there's another possibility. Kotar is in complete control of that curtain and has the strength of a quasi-sequence 1. The more Klein thought about it, the more he realized that the operation was more dangerous than he imagined. Kotar has survived the Forsaken Land of the Gods for eons. Even a god of trickery like Aman can't capture him, meaning his strength and intelligence are insane. I have to make more preparations for hunting him. Backland, Westborough, within the Adora family villa. Emlyn sat on a leather chair in the living room, his legs crossed, and his hand placed on his left thigh, waiting patiently for Baron Cosmi to enter. Best moment of Volume 6 so far? I really love that scene where, like, Klein can, enter Sephira Castle through the prayers of, all the Tarot Club members, swarming at him with, like a ocean. And he's like, oh, I have now become one with the castle. And just fucking pops right up there and he's like, get fucked, Aman. Oh, that was cool. Chernobyl was cool too, of course. Before long, the middle-aged Sanguine entered the living room and swept his gaze across Emlyn. Viscount White, why are you visiting so late? Emlyn smiled. Isn't this just the beginning of the day? Look, the crimson moon outside is so beautiful. Cosmi wanted to retort this young Sanguine, pointing out how Emlyn had followed the good practice of waking up at 7 in the morning and sleeping before 11, back when he went to the Harvest Church. For a moment, he resisted the urge and said, what's the matter? Yeah, exactly, these are my anchors. Oh, that was so cute. You don't even need them yet, but all the same, it's so cute. Good afternoon, Mr. Fool. The upper echelons of the Sanguine in Backland, which... wait, hold on. No. Emlyn raised his hand to pat the gown, tugged at his bow tie, and slowly got up. He raised his chin and said, tell Lord Nibs that he can begin preparing for the Earl Conferment ritual. What are you talking about? Cosmi asked. You obtained an Earl? No, a Shaman King characteristic? He suddenly came to a realization? Yes. Did you think I was joking when borrowing the Vision of White? As he spoke, he took out a bronze inlaid box with many rubies. He opened it and revealed an eyeball-shaped glass sphere inside, indicating that he hadn't lost it and was about to return it. Nair, why do you say that like a fucking... Why do you say that like it's a... Why do you say that like it's a bad thing, bro? I don't think I've seen you here before. Thank you for popping by, Nair. How you doing? Hold on. Cosmi's eyes flickered as he said, the Rose School of Thought's Temperance faction still has such power? Why did they cooperate with you? He's a Maple man? Maplewood's cool, okay. The upper echelons of the Sanguine and Backland, which also had the grandfather of Cosmi, Marquis Nibs Adora, didn't think highly of Emlyn's previous application. He wanted to wait for the cooperation with the Rose School of Thought to fall through before Emlyn had no choice but to seek help from their demigods. I'm Canadian too, little bro. Oh, okay, don't call me little bro. What the fuck? But okay, good to have you, man. How you doing? I think you're probably the... I think you're the third Canadian, technically, including myself, I think. The upper echelon... by the way, I want to be really clear. If you're from Quebec, we don't count you. Yes, I'm that annoying. Bro is low broing an unk, actually. The upper echelon... no, alright. Emlyn glanced at him and said, "It's a secret." This was the tone he learned from Gehrman. He found it cool and thought it suited him. At this moment, this was the key moment when the Hanged Man had repeatedly told him during the free exchange of the Tarot Club. Only by maintaining a sense of mystery would the upper echelons of the Sanguine experience a certain fear, preventing them from finding excuses or using their status to take away Shaman King characteristic. Without waiting for Cosmi to respond, Emlyn threw the brown box containing the vision of white and buttoned up his suit. He walked past the Baron and up to the door of the living room. Even, bro, everyone sees Gehrman as a role model. They're like, he's so goated, bro. He just kind of strolls in, does whatever, and he's like, I do what I want, and then leaves. And you're like, damn, who's gonna tell him no? You? I'm not gonna do it. Aren't you pro Quebecois? Fuck that. No, I'm anti-French people in general. There's like 4 French people I like, and like most of them are in chat and DSV. I don't know if Kami's still here. I didn't used to like Kami, but he's grown on me, little fucker. Viva la Quebecois, fuck you. As he was about to leave, Emlyn stopped without turning his head. I am great old Unc. Well, it depends. How old are you, Nair, if you're comfortable telling us that? If you're not, then you remain a child. But Quebecois are not French? Yeah, but they're like the French that even French people hate, Arthur. Which is, I don't know. Like, imagine how bad you have to be for like French people to be like, oh, we don't associate with you. What? As he was about to leave, Emlyn stopped. Without turning his head, he straightened his back and looked ahead. Remember to address me as Earl next time. Oh shit, that's so cool. Okay, that was actually kind of cool. What? With the ancestor's blessing and the importance of that the moon had placed on him, he was filled with confidence to become an Earl. Cosmi's face twitched, but he maintained his silence. Only after Emlyn left did he find it hard to control his expression. As a Sanguine who had existed since the time of Roselle, he was much older than Emlyn, but he remained a Baron. He was just slightly better than those without a noble title. As for Emlyn, he was considered a laughingstock amongst the younger generation, and yet he was about to cross the border, separating mortals and gods. He would become a Sanguine Earl. How could Cosmi not lose his composure? How could he not be jealous? After spending a few moments to control his emotions, he headed down to the basement, passing through several secret doors. As he entered the Grey Hall where Lord Nibs was sleeping. By the way, can I just say Lord Nibs I've always found funny? I'm a fucking child, I agree. But Lord Nibs, I don't know. It's just such a fucking non-a-lord name. Godzilla, how's it going, man? Grandfather, Emlyn's operation has succeeded. Inside the coffin, there was a brief silence. After 3 or 4 seconds, Nibs finally said, the faction backing him is beyond our imagination. Grandfather, Emlyn succeeded by relying on the vision of white. A portion of the items he obtained rightfully belongs to the race. Cosmi said, buffoon. To be able to hunt a Shaman King while the Rose School of Thought was prepared. Do you think that is something any faction is capable of doing? The Rose School of Thought's Temperance faction has been in shambles for years. How much strength could they possibly have? At most, they have an angel in a poor condition, or 1 grade 0 artifact, as well as 2 or 3 demigods. All these put together wouldn't be able to restrain Sua and the Rose School of Thought's other angels, other grade 0 artifacts, a sizable number of demigods, and the Chain God's projection, and the blessings of the Mother Tree of Desire. If Emlyn's operation succeeded, how many angels and grade 0 artifacts are needed at the very least? This is a power that can rival our own. In the future, do not investigate Emlyn or his companions. After shouting a few more times, Nibs coughed, clearly struggling. Cosmi's face turned pale. Imagine they're like, "Hey, how is your faction so strong?" Oh yeah, we have one guy who just like pulls angels out of his ass. Like what do you mean? Like he has a lot of friends? No, like he literally just pulls them out of thin fucking air. What? What? What do you mean? Tommy, I said I didn't like you we were combative at first, okay? I don't know if you remember this, but we were combative at first. But then your innate talents of music have won me over and have shown the immense value you provide. It makes me overlook the fact that you are French. Cosmi's face turned pale as he finally calmed down. Then, are you really gonna prepare a ritual for him? What else? Perhaps after Emlyn took the risk for the Sanguine future, the ancestor has truly begun showing her concern for him. Fog Sea, La Cha Island. After leaving the future on the safe sea route, Admiral of Stars Cattleya used her fairy tale magic to arrive at the mountain peak she resided in Jotun. Open Sesame! A path appeared on the cliff in front of her. Cattleya made use of her prophetic means to make a simple assessment of any danger. She then stepped onto the path and ventured deep into the cliff. By the way, Kame, has your has your internet situation cleared up, or what's up? As she walked, her vision cleared up. She saw the sea that appeared like crystal-like clear and a beautiful castle made of emerald. This was Queen Mystic's Bernadette Emerald City, or Queen Mystic Bernadette's Emerald City. Is this from a fairy tale? Is there an Emerald City in some Emerald City? Some fucking fairy tale? I don't know that. Oh, the capital. Oh, the capital of Oz. Right. Yeah. But shut up. Fuck you guys. Bro, I don't know. Okay, I didn't read a lot of fucking fairy tales growing up. Leave me alone. Cattleya wasn't unfamiliar with this place. She easily passed the questions and the test of the magical guards, and came to the half-open room that provided the best vista in the castle. Don't call me Lil Pup, bro. Seer, no fucking shot, okay? The tall queen was standing behind her railing, looking at the waves that surged forward. For some reason, Cattleya's hidden excitement, thrill, and joy suddenly calmed down the moment she felt a sense of security and freedom. Lyola, how's it going? By the way, Oz? Alice? Really? No, Romero, I was there when they were being written, so you know all that like magic you guys have for them? Like, I remember the little fuckers who were making them, okay? Wizard of Oz, that guy was high out of his fucking mind, okay? Like, all that magic and that sense of wonder goes away when you see him puking while writing this fucking shit, okay? He's just like, ugh. It all just goes away. So, don't even... I try not to remember them, okay? Back when she cruised the seas, she would occasionally feel lonely and sad, like a leaf that had left its tree, allowing the wind to bring her to different places. Now, she seemed to have fallen back to the ground, right beside the tree. She opened her mouth and momentarily was at a loss for words. She finally nudged her glasses on her nose and simply greeted, "Good afternoon, Your Majesty." Bernadette turned around and nodded. Quantum, actual nightmare blunt rotation, bro. You wouldn't fucking believe it. Oh my god. People that got led. Oh, true. True. Yes, I do. I remember reading about that. Bernadette turned around and nodded. "I summoned you to Emerald City because I have some things to hand over." "Why are you handing them to me?" Cattleya asked. "I previously received a clue and left Backland in a hurry." "I remember," Cattleya interjected. How the hell can you all disagree? Dr. Z, you are unique, certainly. Which is, it's not a bad thing, it just is, okay? Your perspectives are polarizing, let's say. Through this clue, I managed to piece together an incomplete sea map for the descendants of Edwards, William, and Poli. It records the area that my father had explored in the Fog Sea in those years. With the help of this map and my prophetic ability, I can roughly guess that a particular area out at sea that is far from the safe sea route may be hiding his secret. I plan on heading there on the dawn to do an extended search. I don't know when I will be able to return. Perhaps I may never return. Therefore, I have to hand some things over in advance. I'll go with you, Cattleya said. Scarlight, how's it going, man? That was the most non-insulting. I try, you know, Dr. Z, it is not in my nature to be an asshole for the sake of it. I try to be kind to everyone as best I can. I don't always succeed, I want to be really clear. But I do try. Scarlight, how's it going, man? After listening, Cattleya said, I'll go with you. It is my father. It is something I must do alone. Bernadette shook her head. Cattleya fell silent for a few seconds before saying, if you don't return, I would do the same. Liars don't get Christmas presents. Alright, wait till I tell you about Santa, Pushkar. Alright, I'm about to ruin your fucking Christmas. You should clip farm more? Nah, I don't have that in me, dude. Listen, we make jokes, we get like funny clips occasionally, mainly from me being fucking retarded. But yes, I do. By the way, I want to be really clear. I do say that word. I feel like it's okay again, but like I know there's people who don't find that okay. If that's the case, I apologize. I'm gonna keep saying it though, all the same. I enjoy that word. Okay, sue me. Upon hearing Cattleya's words, Bernadette looked at her silently for a few seconds before saying, "That is your choice, and your freedom." Cattleya stared ahead at the Queen before pursing her lips and saying, "I know. You must have destroyed all the clues that will allow me to track you. To you, this is to end the past. All of it, regardless of whether you return." I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's the thing. What the fuck do you mean rare W, bitch? Come face me in fucking Majorina, motherfucker. No, that's the thing. Like, I know, like, for example, I know Easy doesn't like it. Easy generally likes a stream to be, like, PG-14 or whatever the fuck that rating is. And, like, that's cool. I have no issues with that. So, like, if we're doing joint, like a joint stream or whatever, I try to swear less. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like a instinct because it's just literally how I think. So, like, sometimes I'll just swear, but, like, I'll try to minimize it because I know he doesn't. And, like, that's totally okay. On my stream, I just like being me, okay? When Cattleya saw this, she smiled bitterly and said, "I won't harp on about how I do everything I can do to find you. If you were to remain lost for half a year or a year, I just want you to remember to recite Mr. Fool's name if the danger is grave." "I will keep that in mind," Bernadette said. Oh my god! Are we about to get... Are we about to get Bernadette as a believer of the Fool? Dude, that would actually fucking, that would actually break all, like, everyone would just be like, who the fuck is this guy, bro? How many, one of the kings of the sea? Queens of the sea? I don't know how that would work. One of the kings of the sea believes in the Fool? We have the most vicious pirate hunter and a king of the seas? This is like me, oh my god, Romero, you know what this is? What's Buggy's thing called? And once Buggy became a Yonko, what's the thing called? Like him, Crocodile, and Mihawk. What's the thing? Fuck. Oh, what's that called? Shit. Oh my god, there's a name for it. Cross Guild. Yes. Oh my god. The fucking, oh my, it's gonna be the Cross Guild, for real. Okay. Queen Mystic nodded. "I will keep that in mind." Cattleya then asked, "What items and matters do you need to hand over?" With a flip, Bernadette took out an item from somewhere. This item was made entirely of gold, like a miniature kettle. Its surface was covered with mysterious, complicated symbols and a part of the lamp's wick. Its name is Magic Wishing Lamp. I was just talking about this! Oh my god, if she sacrifices this to the Fool, Klein could honestly just be like magic wishing lamp. Kotar shows up right in front of me in 4 minutes and then summon 3 angels and prepare and be like, oh, you're about to get fucking cooked, Kotar. Oh, that'd be so goated. Because the first wish, it would probably give it like a really chill minimum backlash sort of thing. And like if we can do that, oh my god, that'd be so goated. Please sacrifice that to the fool, bro. One Piece cooking? Oh, by the way, Merlin, thank you for 2 months for being a member, man. I think it's been 2 months now. I think. Yeah, you're on Trissy, so that's 2 months, I think. Or is that 3? Am I fucking dumb? Kotar is also a Miracle Invoker. It's fine. I'd win. Its serial number is 005. It may have originated from the first epoch, and even a true deity cannot shatter it. Normally, it wouldn't cause any harm, nor would it be of any use. However, it will constantly tempt you to rub it through dreams and illusions. The 2 month, the one you have right now is Trissy, I think. Yeah, no, the one you have right now is Trissy. I think it goes Roselle, Sharon, Trissy, I think is the... Roselle, yeah. Yeah, oh, fuck's sakes, I knew someone was gonna say that. And to summon the genie, Bernadette quickly introduced the item and its effects. The genie claims to be eternal and can grant you any 10 wishes, but often they are fulfilled in a warped manner or terrifying consequences. Nope. My father told me that the wielder cannot avoid harm brought about by the first 2 wishes through proper wording and preparation, but the 3rd wish is absolutely forbidden. Absolutely forbidden, Bernadette emphasized. It's easy to get around, Ketlea thought. Can't you make 2 wishes before giving it to me? I'll make another 2, then give it to Frank and Heath and others. This allows for so many things to be done. She was only using Frank as an example. She had absolutely no intention of letting him come into contact with such a thing. Poor guy. Bro, come on. No, what my boy Frank would be like, yeah, no one ever goes hungry again. A downgrade, but I'll take it. Hey, you know what? Trissy just did a really cool, sacrifice recently, so we'll give that to her, okay? But in our hearts, Sharon is always at the top, okay? Holding the magic wishing lamp, Bernadette shook her head and said the owner is different from the wielder. Before I die, even if you obtain the magic wishing lamp, you will only be the wielder. The first wish you make will be counted as my 3rd and your 1st. Also, although we can craft our words and make preparations to avoid damage caused by the fulfillment, this does not mean that the genie is not intelligent. He is very smart and cunning, and has a strong sense of autonomy. What's the last loyalty badge? I think that one is like Leonard or whatever, Pushkar, but the thing is that one is for like 6 months, so we have like a long time before anyone gets there, and before that we'll think of something. We'll think of someone to replace that with. Ketlea tersely acknowledged. Then is there any wish that he cannot fulfill? Not at the moment, but if it involves the level of a true deity, the distortion of the wish will exceed your imagination. To put it simply, if you wish to become a sequence 0, your body and soul will meld into one with an unknown god. Remember, the genie's requirement is that the wish is to be simple and concise, or he will reject it and treat it as if you've already made a wish. 6-month badge. Oh, is it Klein? Oh, sorry. I don't know. I made these a while back. I don't know. With that said, she got an invisible servant to fly towards Ketlea with the sealed artifact 005. Milosh, how's it going? Yeah, I'm not reading that amnesiac, even though I told you this like 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry, Justin, I forget, okay? I'm an unk. Forgive an old man and his memories. But wait, so if Klein was to use this artifact, then Ketlea kind of gets cooked for it, though? If you dream of the genie and are bewitched by him to make a wish, this means that I can no longer return. Following that, you will be its owner. I hope your first wish is to retrieve all the items that were carried on Bernadette Gustav's person before she headed out at sea, including her characteristic. Yes, it's best to add the exact date when making the wish. Can I make a wish to bring you back to life? No. That resurrected me will be but a monster. If you wish to do so, you can ask Mr. Fool for his opinion. Klein's first wish will be Bernadette's third? But wait, isn't... I'm so curious, so like... If Bernadette dies, he can then use the lamp and be like his first wish because she's already dead. And then he can use it twice, give it to someone else, and then just say like, hey, use it in like an hour. And then he goes and sits in above the gray fog. Once he's above the gray fog, the lamp probably can't do shit to him, you know? And it kind of works, and then that guy just gets a free and clear wish. Okay, Katleya nodded. This is the item I'm giving you and the matters I need to settle. I'll leave the rest to the element Dawn. They will have a new leader and won't collapse because of one person's appearance. Bernadette didn't beat around the bush, indicating this was the main reason she summoned Katleya. The level of the lamp was extremely high, making it difficult to pass through with a messenger. This is so interesting to me. She would give her her most valuable artifact, but won't make her the head of the element Dawn? This is so dumb. What? Who becomes the head of the element Dawn? Without waiting for Katleya's reply, Bernadette's expression softened. Haven't you always wanted to share what happened all these years with me? That's right, Katleya said. She then walked to the Queen's side, pulled over a chair and sat down. Bernadette sat beside her and listened to her talk about all the encounters she had after she left the Dawn. These matters that had been mentioned in the letter by Katleya, but due to the limited length, she didn't provide any details. There were some that she was sharing for the first time. At some point, Katleya fell asleep and dreamt of a time many years back. This is so sweet. This is like a daughter falling asleep in like the arms of her mother, and like the mother just taking the time to say like basically a proper farewell. And Katleya will probably be gone, or Bernadette will probably be gone by the time she wakes up. At that time, she was just a maiden who stubbornly left the Dawn without looking back. Suddenly, she woke up and realized that there was no one beside her. She realized that it had already turned dark, and that dawn was approaching. Katleya reached out and threw out an illusory ball of yarn. That ball of yarn rolled into the void, leaving behind a light-colored thread. Following this, Katleya walked through the spirit world as though she had mastered teleportation and arrived at the periphery of the island. Bye, Lyola! They stood at the edge of the cliff and she stood at the edge of the cliff and cast her gaze into the distance. She saw that on the dark blue sea, a huge sailboat with tinted orange glow was steering towards the horizon. Although I do think what's going to happen now is Klein is, in some sense, he's going to get to talk to Roselle. I don't know if that looks like for somehow he's going to be able to summon his spirit or some bullshit through some like object that Roselle carried with him, or if Roselle is still kind of alive in because he became the Black Emperor or some, I don't know, something. But I feel like Queen Mystic is gonna be in some like danger or whatever, and she's gonna be about to die, and she's gonna be like, Mr. Fool. She's gonna pray to him, and then Gehrman is gonna descend there, and he's gonna be able to talk to Roselle in some sense. And for a second, Klein will get to feel like he's at home because he'll get to talk to someone in like Chinese. He'll just get to talk to someone about their world. I mean, I hope Roselle comes back, but like I have a feeling that'd be too much help. I feel like Cuttlefish is too much of an asshole to give that happy an ending. He'd be like, no, he's dead. But you can talk to him for like 3 minutes. You guys want me to do a divination? Yeah, fuck it, we can do that. haven't done a divination in so long. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's been so long. What do you mean, Kren? 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million. What the fuck do you mean 500 million? I have like 70 million in my name. Alright, Pushkar, good for you, mate. You're such an asshole. Alright. We will do another... We'll do 20. 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million. We'll do coin flip. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 20 million. Klein will get to speak to Roselle in some manner in the coming chapters. Interference? Are you kidding me? Oh... Interference. Oh, we're so cooked. Oh, come on. Klein will get to speak to Roselle in some manner in the coming chapters. Twice! You're taking the piss! I'm so done. Nah, we're done. We just lost 40. It's fine. It's fine. What the fuck was I gonna do with them? It's fine. Oh my god. Get me the fuck out of here. Oh my god. Just give me a second. Oh my god. 40 million. 2 fucking... Oh my... You're actually taking a piss. It would be one thing if I, like... It'd be one thing if I fucking... like, if it was tails. Like, okay, no problem. You know what? You win some, you lose some. No fucking... Unhinged. I don't have the money to do double or nothing, bro. Me and everyone else together... Fucking... sorry, my bad. That's the wrong screen. Me and everyone else put together doesn't have the money to fucking double or nothing that. Like, you're taking the piss. Klein will get to speak to Roselle in some manner in the coming chapters. I feel like that wasn't weirdly phrased, but whatever. Maybe I'm just wrong. Who the fuck knows? Alright, let's go. Sorry, I just needed a second. No, it's fine. No, I know, Seer. I wasn't doing a divination. I was just thinking. I was like, get me the fuck out of here. Okay. Okay, let's... Oh, wait, am I on the wrong screen? No, I'm on the right screen. Okay, whew. No, I didn't go anywhere, Pushkar. I'm right here. Chill. Okay. Catleia slowly sat down and leaned forward, hugging her knees and looking in that direction for a long time. Isn't this like the same imagery that was like when they were in the Forsaken Land of the gods or whatever? Music changed when they get back to Backland. Oh, okay, sounds good, Kami. Wasn't this because she was like sitting on a boulder across from the court of the Giant King or whatever, like hugging her knees, the same exact thing? The sun gradually rose and shone behind her. In Backland, at a soup kitchen. Alright, there we go. That's that. Alright, music change. Where is the music? Kami. Positive page, is that in there? That in the music? Oh, that's an old one. Oh, okay, got it. What the fuck do you mean this music? What is happening? Excuse me? In Backland at a soup kitchen, the veil-wearing Stellan Sammer no longer veil-wearing? Did her husband die? No longer lowered her head like the previous few months. Afraid that others would recognize her, the only worry on her mind as she anxiously looked ahead was if the free food would last until it was her turn. Sad. You could vaguely hear gunshots echoing in the distance. She didn't know if the armies of Fasak, Intes, or Fainapotter had breached the final line of defense, or if the police were just dealing with looters. Please, end it. Please. End this war quickly. Stellan, who had gone to 3 soup kitchens, silently prayed. At that moment, a staff member raised his hand and said, "All the food here has been handed out." Aww. Stellan's face turned ashen. He looked up at the dark sky and dragged her feet in despair and numbness before returning home. At that moment, her 2 children rushed out and raised their innocent faces. "Mom, did you get any bread? I'm so hungry." They were twins, a boy and a girl, both of them adorable. "Yes," Stellan held back her tears and smiled. She then entered the house, took out some bread she had stashed, and split it amongst the children. As she watched the 2 children eat the bread with no regard for etiquette, Stellan's expression kept changing, cycling between sorrow and pain. Not long after, her husband, Luke, returned home, but he too didn't have any food in his hands. Ever since the coin company was taken over by the military during war, this former manager had lost his job and could only rely on his past savings to maintain his family via governmental aid. It didn't manage to. Seeing his wife's hopeful gaze, the man lowered his head in shame. Bro. You know, dude, I'm a bad person. You know, all I keep thinking about? I keep thinking about how shocked Stellan was when she asked Audrey how expensive Susie was. And how she was, that look of shock she was in, like all the way home. Fuck. I'm a bad person, okay? Stellan, who looked rather pretty while in her 30s, took a deep breath and said, "Me too. I'll go out and queue again. There should still be places that haven't given out all their food." Without waiting for her husband to respond, she rushed out. Luke immediately turned around and said, "I'll find one too." Stellan didn't stop. She walked 2 streets and arrived in front of a house with a garden. Not long after, she saw the owner of the place, a tycoon in his 50s. "I want to buy some food." Stellan took out some crumpled bills. The grizzled elder smiled and said, "And why should I sell it to you? I remember that you rejected me last time." What? No. Stellan's face paled. Without a word, she lowered her head and unbuckled her belt. Stop, this is so Can I read this on stream? With a snap, the leather belt that was very exquisite but now had a few stains fell to the ground. Luke wandered aimlessly on the streets, unsure where he could find food. Looking at the number of pedestrians walking by, and the bags that were trying their best to protect, the scholarly gentleman's eyes turned red. Unknowingly, he followed someone and turned into a street. In less than an hour, the curfew would begin. This was a rare opportunity for him. The person stopped outside a house and walked towards a door feebly. At this moment, the person suddenly fainted and fell to the ground. Luke subconsciously took a few steps back before quickly approaching to test the pedestrian's breathing. His gaze unconsciously fell on the paper bag in the man's embrace. He could smell bread. Luke gulped and reached out for the bag. Dude. You see, this is what I mean. Like, people aren't bad, but like, man, circumstances just make people fucking, like, unfucking believable. And it's not because, like, Luke's a bad person. Like, in his situation, I don't want to sit here and say, like, oh no, I would totally care for the man. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know what it's like to be fucking starving, to have your kid starving. Holy fuck. Like, I don't know what that fucking feeling is. I don't fucking ever want, I don't want to know, and I don't want, I don't want anyone to know, man. Luke's actions stiffened. A few seconds later, as he moved his hand, he looked back in fear at the house that this pedestrian was trying to enter. He saw a child's drawing on the oriel window. Luke's actions stiffened. A few seconds later, he stood up, walked to the door, and rang the doorbell. The house's mistress and child opened the door and saw their weak father and the bag of bread. The curfew arrived, and Luke returned to Minsk Street. Just as he opened the door, he saw his wife smiling. "I got food." "That's great." Luke heaved a sigh of relief and hugged her tightly. Audrey walked along the streets and alleys with no one capable of seeing her. I will say, Luke's a better man than me, bro. I don't know if in that moment I would have the strength to ring that doorbell and just walk away. It's a good man. It's not even... Miss Sammer's a good person too. Like, what the f do you do in that scenario? I mean, that's so cooked. Oh, that's so sad. Fuck, that's so depressing. What the fuck? Audrey walked along the streets and alleys with no one capable of seeing her. The world would be better. The world would be better to ring the door. You see, Kami, this is why no one likes the French. This is why no one likes the... Read the room, Kami. What the fuck? She didn't say anything and walked to Empress Borough, all the way back to her luxurious villa where the aroma of pan-fried foie gras and other delicacies. After staring silently for a while, she saw the maids coming and going. In the middle of the night, she wore a cloak and entered her parents' bedroom before arriving at their bed. Pushkar, what crying emoji? Like, you guys gotta give me, like, hey, like, we want, like, is there like a Klein crying or like someone crying? Like, is there like a particular, or just like a basic bitch crying one, bro? We can, either is fine. We can add that, no problem. But in the middle of the night, she wore a cloak and entered her parents' bedroom before arriving at their bed. After staring at them for a while, Audrey knelt down on one knee and pressed her forehead against her father's hand. Beads of water dripped onto the carpet. Then the blonde-haired, green-eyed noble lady slowly raised her head and said to her parents, choking, "Mother, Father, thank you. Thank you for teaching me what pity, kindness, and virtue truly are." As soon as she finished speaking, she closed her eyes and stood up, turning around and walked towards the door, no longer wearing the slightest emotion on her face. Is she about to go do the thing that Gehrman was telling her? Like, hey, you want to help the people? You're gonna have to... I will say, I I am so proud of like Cuttlefish to like, cause he wears his like like I don't even want to say fucking politics, because like I feel like at a certain point some shit is like just basic shit. Like I wouldn't classify much of this as like politics, to say like, hey, like war, it disproportionately hurts like the poor and destitute. I don't think it's like, oh wow, you're getting political. Like, to me, dude, I feel like that's just true. So like like he, you know, he doesn't try to downplay his opinions or try to shy away from that. He's like, because he's like, hey, listen, motherfucker. Artists have always been the ones to like push forward, like public sentiments. So he's like, fuck it, we go with what we want. Yeah. So if anyone has like a crying emoji or whatever that they want to add, let me know. We can. I think we have one more emoji that we can add right away. Yeah, I have one more that I can add. Man, how many? We have so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're at 12? That's insane. And I can add one more, so we'll be at 13. Okay, all the same. In the early morning, Earl Hall woke up at his usual time and took a stroll in his garden. It's a China thing more than Cuttlefish? I don't even know if that's true, Plague. How about Old Neil from the Donghua? We can do that, Quantum. Yeah, that's not a bad one. I don't know if that's even true, because like I would assume, I don't know. I want to be really clear. I don't watch, or I don't like partake in much Chinese media, but my assumption would be that the political opinions are generally kept to a minimum, just because you don't want, you know, there to be censorship, so you just try to avoid that altogether now. By the time he finished looking at his beloved thoroughbreds, he returned to the third floor of the villa and changed out of his outing clothes. His wife Caitlin had already woken up and was instructing her lady maid to relay her thoughts to the rest of the servants. It's time for breakfast. Earl Hall stood up and smiled. At that moment, he heard a commotion outside. With a slight frown, he turned his head to look at his valet. Without needing the noble to speak, the valet immediately walked to the window and drew open the thin curtain. The valet then cast his gaze outside and scanned his surroundings. He turned around and said, "A protest! Many people are protesting!" A protest? Earl Hall was no stranger to this. As a powerful Lone Kingdom noble and the second largest shareholder of the Constant Coal and Steel Consortium, he had seen many workers protest in demonstration requesting for a rise in their weekly wages, as well as a stipulation for maximum working hours during the past 2 months. His gaze moved back and forth across his valet's face. His eyes narrowed as he sensed the protest today may be different from what he had imagined. Without batting an eyelid, he walked to the window. Looking out, Earl Hall's gaze froze. With an advantage of being on the third floor, he saw the roads were filled with dense hordes of people extending far into the distance. They gathered together and surged in this direction, as if a gigantic storm was about to envelop Backland. Bread! We want bread! Well, if they're out of bread, just let them eat cake. What do you... Evidently, most historians now say that it's unlikely she even said that, but I'll just say it's funny. The shouts of tens of thousands of people and even more people grew into a crescendo, one that was loud and clear. Having participated in the mass at Festival Square, he was no stranger to seeing large masses of people or hearing people booming in one voice. Back then, he could barely be considered a part of the crowd, and today he was one of the targets. It's brioche? I don't even know if that's true, Quantum, because I thought most historians now say like it's very unlikely she ever said that, and it was like some fucking bullshit that like they made up because they were doing a lot of anti bourgeoisie fucking propaganda at the time, right? Like, have you guys ever seen that? Wait, hold on, let me pull this up. So, I really doubt this is true, but like, they say that Marie Antoinette at one point had her hair in the shape of a boat. This can't possibly be true. Like, how the fuck? What do you mean? Wait, it's saying that is true? There's no fucking chance. How? What do you mean? This is a JoJo's character. Dude, imagine. No, like Audrey thinks like it's so bad that like, you know, people are starving and they have like, and they're like, oh, we can take it down from three desserts to 2 per meal. Can't do anymore, right? Fucking imagine people are starving and the queen comes out and she's like, my hair is a boat. Like, what the fuck is going on here? The stand user could be anyone. It could be you. It could be me. Earl Hall couldn't help but glance towards the end of the protesters, only to realize there was no end to it. However, with his rich experience in handling such matters, he made a judgment. He could see that there were very few police and soldiers on both sides of the protesters compared to the large number of people. A negligible detail. Earl Hall believed that the protesters that targeted Empress Borough would definitely be clamped down upon with the greatest force possible. It would be impossible for a large number of soldiers and police to be deployed. The current situation could mean only one thing. There were too many people participating in the protests. As such, soldiers and police were spread thin. Adam, how's it going, man? There's a riot happening in Backland against the rich. Eat the rich! For real. I don't know, something. I don't know, whatever communists say. I don't know. I imagine the queen comes out and says, nah, you were starving. Nah. Exactly. She was like, listen, we felt the people were gaining too much weight. We're just putting y'all on a diet, okay? Be chill. What the fuck? A protest numbering more than 100,000? Oh, fuck. I forget. Adam is French too. Fuck. A protest. Listen, you can say what you want. Listen, there's not much I like about the French, but I will say these motherfuckers know how to do their protests, okay? It might still seem orderly now, but a riot and looting can start any time because of the sheer number of people. How did no one notice anything? How could such a large-scale protest be organized overnight? Even if Backland has become a gunpowder keg, it would still require quite a number of people to quite a number of matchsticks to light it. Thoughts ran through Earl Hall's mind as his expression grew graver. It's fine, I can't get that political. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't get that reference, Dr. Z. Bro, yes, I know, Quantum, that's what I was thinking. It was like, when they were talking about increasing the retirement age in France, the protests there were fucking wild. I can't remember, but there was like people were like chanting like Louis the 14th or whoever the fuck the last monarch was. Like his name, were like, oh, we can fucking do it again. And you're like, well, hold on, these guys are on some wild shit. What the fuck do you mean? Bread! We want bread! The shouting became louder and more uniform, as if there was a tsunami in the city. At that moment, the servants in Earl Hall's mansion seemed to sense the commotion. Their faces all turned pale as they looked out the window, as though they were encountering a flood that couldn't be avoided. Bread! We want bread! Seer, what do you mean here? Wait, Seer, are you French too? My heart dropped. Earl Hall snapped to his senses. He subconsciously wanted to get someone to send a telegram to the royal family to organize an army. But after further observation, the sheer number of protesters wearing military uniforms and were disabled. Bread! We want bread! Bro, I used to... Wait, I feel like the two majorities in our fucking chat are gonna be Indian people and French people. What? Don't get me wrong. We like you both. No problem. No, half French. I live in Belgium currently. No, it's fine. I like Belgium. It's fine. It's fine. No hard feelings from me. Among those, people who were old comrades, their parents, children, and friends, and a large number of people who simply desired the same rights to live like them. Who is we? What? Like, we as a collective. We don't hate anyone, Romero, okay? We make jokes, but we ideally like to make jokes of everyone equally, okay? Unhinged, are you here? Among those people, Jesus Christ. Pushkar, you can just call me a slur, bro. It'd be nicer than that. What the fuck? Among those people who were their old comrades, their parents, friends, neighbors, and a large number of people who simply desired the same right to live as them. They didn't wish to starve to death. How could you not feel pity and empathy? At first, such feelings might have arisen in a handful of people and police, but it quickly spread to almost everyone. Sorry. Oh, Unhinged, you see? You're a shitty American. Get fucked, loser. See, like, we make fun of everyone equally. You're from South America, North America, Europe, Asia, whatever. I'll make fun of you all the fucking same. No problem. I don't give a fuck where you're from, okay? In the past, under the officer's supervision at gunpoint... I don't think there's anyone from Australia here, so I didn't mention it. In the past, under the officer's supervision at gunpoint, they would have accepted all orders without any protest, but now, many people were thinking, anyone who dares to get me to fire shall be fired upon. Bread! We want bread! Unhinged. There's a fucking reason your White House is white, motherfucker. It's because of Canadians. You want to do this shit again? Last time it happened was in 1818. Look up what happened. I'm sure you don't know the history, you little fucker. From the shouts and impacts of the, for anyone who doesn't get that reference, in 1818, America tried to invade Canada, and a small, like, small Canadian and English fleet, like, sailed up, I think, the Mississippi or whatever, and set the White House on fire. That's the reason it was on fire. That's the reason it's painted white, because they painted it white to cover the fire damage. I think it was 1818, no? Was it 1812? Oh, it might have been 1812, sorry. Oh, I think you're right, it was 1812. Ah, you're right, it was 1812. Ah, sorry, my bad. From the shouts and the impacts of the huge crowd, the color in Earl Hall's face round. He couldn't help but retract his gaze and look at the guards and bodyguards gathered outside. He looked at the Beyonders of the Evernight Church who were responsible for protecting his family and realized that the reactions were different. The guards and bodyguards were filled with fear. The expressions of the secretly hired Beyonders had turned solemn. As a protector from the church, their gazes were filled with pity and empathy. It wasn't in the Fate anime, so I don't know this lore. How's Alberta doing? Alberta has like 6 people. They're doing fine. The guards and the bodyguards were filled with fear. Watch the fucking unlikely chance that Quantum is one of the 6 people from Alberta. Fucking watch this. They might be like, no, there's more of us. There's like 47 people here. The guards, no parties. To the church, I might be equivalent to 1,000 believers, but there are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even more. Earl Hall instantly came to a realization. Quantum? Wait. Sorry, who was I speaking to that said they're Canadian? What? Who was that? Was that not Quantum? Who the fuck was that? What? What? Who was... Fuck, I was talking to someone who was like, oh, I'm Canadian too. Fuck you, Milosh. Even though they were armed to the teeth, there was no way they could fend off so many protesters with just a few bodyguards. Yeah, you just legitimately just fucking run out of bullets, bro. No, Seer is from Belgium, Pushkar. We just went over this. Even though they were armed to the teeth, there was no way they could deal with all these protesters. Once the conflict erupted, the bodyguards of the Evernight Church couldn't be counted on at all. It was already a blessing of the goddess if the family could escape the burrow with the bodyguards they hired. Oh, Nayar. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. For the first time, Earl Hall experienced the strength of the masses and the terror of the unity of the people. As this thought flashed through his mind, he turned his head and instructed his valet, send a telegram to the Prime Minister and a telegram to the other nobles. Say that I am willing to take the lead and donate most of our food. Get them to remain calm. The radio signals exchanged across the air. The nobles living in Empress Borough all learned of his attitude. The present Duke Negan looked out the window and said, "Protect the mansion and give up any forceful stance. Follow Earl Hall's lead. Also, make the merchants who are hoarding food the first examples." I love how they're like, oh, well, you see, like, we always wanted to help you guys, you know? We were always going to give you food. It's those fucking merchants that are the problem, like, not us, okay? Like, I love that. It's so based. By the time the upper class society came to a consensus and came up with a solution, Earl Hall's heart finally settled. He had the energy to head to the dining room to meet his family. When he passed through the dining hall's entrance, he scanned the situation. His wife stood by the window, his eldest son pacing back and forth. His daughter stood beside his wife, watching the tidal wave-like protesters in silence. Audrey, how could you do this to your own family? Your own family? Wow. For these random people, you would do that? You don't even know them. I'm of course joking, but also kind of not. Fog Sea, on the future. Cattleya stepped on the resplendent bridge formed from starlight and returned to the deck. Captain, you have to do something about Frank this time, Nina said. Ugh, what did he do? He asked me if I knew how to have children. He wants to study how life is born and how the soul is created. Did you hit him? I did, Nina said. Cattleya then looked at Frank and said, you should first study how fish breed. Oh, right, thank you, Captain, Frank said. Following that, Cattleya nodded at the shadow which extended out from his cabin and looked at Heath Doyle. Everything's fine now? Yes, Captain, Heath Doyle said. God, you know, Audrey's family is now going to have to go down to probably 0 desserts per serving of food. Do you understand how cooked their family is now? It's over. Ramiro, take that out of chat, bro. Don't put that in my chat. What the fuck? After this farce with her crew, Cattleya returned to her cabin. She rubbed her temples. Following that, she sealed the cabin with magic and took out the magic wishing lamp. After finishing her preparations, Cattleya sat at her desk and used Jotun to recite Mr. Fool's name to report to him about Queen Mystic. Holding a lantern in hand, Klein surveyed the surrounding area of the northern city. He turned his head and slightly listened for a few seconds before entering the world above the great fog. He sat on the chair belonging to the Fool. Queen Mystic has some preliminary clues to the primitive island. She plans on leaving the safe sea route to do an extended search. What's so wrong about Bullseye? I'm not even gonna fucking dignify that with an answer. Heath Doyle, my goat, for real, for real. What a guy. That primitive island was discovered by Roselle by chance. It's very likely that one of his 9 secret mausoleums are on it. The only one that hasn't been discovered and destroyed at this point. It's the hope of the Emperor's resurrection. However, the living beings on that island seem to worship an unknown power that comes from the cosmos. Just understanding the cosmos that would lead to corruption. Oh, sorry, yeah, the music is Sorry. The thing is, the music gets like progressively louder by the end, so like it's right at the end now, so it's all good. Magic Wishing Lamp. So this grade 0 artifact is in Queen Mystic's hand. A combination of Miracle Invoker characteristic and a characteristic of unknown origins. Even a deity can't shatter it? Just as he finished listening to the description, he immediately adjusted his vision and enlarged the scene upon the golden kettle like magic wishing lamp. Okay, I'm just gonna say, if Klein wasn't this good a person, he would just be like, yeah, no problem. Cat Leia, can you sacrifice this magic wishing lamp? I wish to study it for a moment. And then he would use it and then say like, I wish to obtain the Miracle Invoker characteristic from this thing. And it would like shatter it, and then like Bernadette would take all the fucking problems and stuff, and he would just kind of get the characteristic and be like, not my problem, you know, and just walk away. Now, he wouldn't do that, but like, I get desperate enough, I for sure would. Just as he finished listening to 005's description, he adjusted his vision and enlarged the scene of the golden kettle like magic wishing lamp. Suddenly, the wick at the mouth of the lamp lit up. You think it would be that easy? I'm saying like I could use it like 7 times. What's the worst that happens? Cat Leia or Bernadette takes all the brunt? Like, yeah, no problem. Fucking, yeah, no problem. Oh, God. Jean? Wait, is he summoning this? Bro, I was kidding. Don't kill her. I was kidding. We like her. She's our friend's daughter. She's your niece. Get it together. I didn't mean it for real. Stop it. The light emitted by the lamp's core was extremely vicious, like water that had been influenced or infused with a lot of sugar. It spewed out, forming a distorted golden figure. This figure occupied the crimson star representing the hermit. Sitting at the end of the table, Klein's eyes widened. As expected of a sealed artifact labeled 005. Order, I would live, bro. Come on, I could do it. You have such a little faith. I got so much shit right so early. I got so much shit right so early. Come on, I could do it. I could at the very least become like a sequence 5 and then just be a big fish in a small pond, okay? Just have my own corner of the world and just leave me alone, okay? I could live. Come on, I could do decent. Bro, down to... I would never be in the clown fight. Come on, Unhinged. We will see your end in D&D. Yeah, I'm gonna be the last one surviving, Dr. Z. I'm gonna do that by stabbing everyone in the back as soon as... I'm gonna be like, guys, you know what? You all go to bed. I'll keep Night's Watch and then kill all of you and be like, last one standing, baby. Let's go. Well, you're... vaguely, Dr. Z, vaguely. He's gonna be a lot more arrogant than I am, but yes, but a little bit, you know. Although the serial number of the Grade 0 artifacts was usually based on the order of the time the Orthodox churches obtained them or understood them, it had to be known that this set of rule was first established by the 7 churches, which was late in the 4th epoch and early in the 5th. Back then, most Grade 0 artifacts had already appeared, and they had been learned of or obtained by churches. This resulted in a terrifying situation where the ones with the smaller serial numbers labeled Grade 0 were the most terrifying and unimaginable, and the rest were labeled upon the order of appearance. Wait, sorry, I didn't catch that. Why are the ones that are the lowest number the most dangerous? What? What does that mean? Why are these ones more dangerous? What? Of course, based on this rule, Grade 0 artifacts with higher serial numbers weren't necessarily worse than the first 10, Perhaps it was simply because they were discovered or obtained by the churches later. Without any numbering left for them, they could only be serialized. Does every church share the database? They name them. They named them according to danger. Oh, I see. Just as because they were already discovered. Oh, I see. Okay. Just as a thought flashed through their mind, the golden figure's gaze pierced through the crimson star representing the hermit. Following that, his voice echoed, "Long time no see." Excuse me? Excuse me? Are we about to get some lore? Hold on. Long time no see? He knows the former owner of Sephira Castle? The celestial worthy of heaven and earth for blessing? No. It should be him. A genie who claims to be eternal. He can use Ma'am Hermit's prayer to talk to me? Based on his experience in the past years, as well as his ability as a clown, his body relaxed as he leaned back into his chair and replied, "Oh." He didn't give an affirmative answer, nor did he deny that he was a fake, showing a look of contempt and supercilious. "You've weakened so much. No wonder I haven't heard of your honorific name in the past millennia." Honorific name? Weak? He knows the former owner of Sephira Castle? Is that an existence who was active during the First Epoch? What you see may not be the truth, Klein smiled. You're still your usual self, always trying to scam others. But the condition of Sephira Castle cannot fool me. Under normal circumstances, there is no way for me to pass through the outer layers of protection to communicate with you. How do you know I didn't do it on purpose? Klein asked. There's no point in lying to me. Why do I feel like the victim of a fraud is saying that I'm penniless, to the point of having sold my kidneys? What did the previous owner of Sephira Castle, the one suspected to be the celestial worthy of heaven and earth for blessing, do to the genie? Part of the characteristic of the magic lamp is of a miracle invoker. Klein smiled. It's not up to you to decide whether there's any point. The golden figure trembled slightly. From the state of the Sephira Castle, he seemed to have a need for a miracle invoker characteristic. Old homie, what's up, man? Long time no see. Missed you. You want to catch up on Sunday? Can I borrow that fucking characteristic real quick? What's up? What's happening here? This fellow can see through this matter. His level is really high. He is able to separate the miracle invoker characteristic from the lamp? He controlled his actions and smiled, if you think so. The blurry and distorted figure once again made his magnificent voice echo above the grey fog. We can make a deal. You will remove my seal and give me my freedom. I will leave the miracle invoker characteristic to you and take only the portion that belongs to me. As a witness, let's use our Sephiroth. What the fuck do you mean our Sephiroth? The fuck do you mean our? Motherfucker, it's mine. Excuse me? Oh, Sephiroth is the... Oh, Sephiroth is the plural of Sephira, right? So wait, you're telling me this is someone who owns a different Sephira? Oh, so he owns like the... wait, which two characteristics were... Which two characteristics are mixed together in this fucking lamp? It's a miracle invoker and what? Do I know this? Unknown one? We don't know? Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Let's think. Okay. So it's unknown. Okay. Okay, never mind. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So no. Am I crazy or could it be like a mystery prior? Am I crazy for that? I feel like it could be a mystery prior. Like a knowledge emperor would kind of work, you know? Like a knowledge emperor would kind of make sense. Because like, I know of all, so that I can grant wishes. Because like, if you ask me for knowledge, like I'm a knowledge emperor. I got some shit, you know? I know some shit. Savant, no. Apothecary, no. Arbiter, no. Lawyer, no. Monster, maybe. Because we're missing one, right? Because, oh no, Ouroboros probably has 2 characteristics and Will Ossipton has 1. Unless Ouroboros only has 1. Monster might also work. Because they can like do a whole bunch of like, oh, I've shifted Fane around and gone doing this thing. Like, get me the fuck out of here, okay? So maybe Monster, but I feel like Ouroboros probably has 2, so it probably doesn't work. Assassin, no. Hunter, no. Sailor, no. Bard, no. Reader... Reader? No. Well, prophet, maybe. Criminal, no. Prisoner, no. Warrior, no. So I am gonna say probably the mystery prior. I feel like knowledge emperor makes a lot of sense. Okay. So which Sephiroth would he have control of? I'm doing all this. It's gonna tell me in the next fucking paragraph, mind you. But I'm a fucking bitch. Okay. So the knowledge more. I think that if he's a knowledge emperor, the knowledge more would make so much sense. I think so. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. Okay. As a witness, let us use our Sephiroth. Both you and I have the means to resist the backlash and reduce the damage caused by breaching the conflict. It won't be without a price, so we both need to consider the consequences. I promise, I won't stay here any longer than necessary. Sealed Sephiroth? The terrifying nature of the magic lamp is a seal of its existence that's at least at the level of a true deity? There was this also makes sense why even a god can't shatter it, because whoever that is somehow using his Sephiroth to like isolate himself from the powers of even a god. So like EBS trying to hurt Klein in here, like he can do some base level damage, but then the Sephiroth castle tends to wash it out. Soon he made a decision. He was not to be bewitched. There were 2 reasons for this. First, he was not the real owner of Sephiroth Castle. There was a limit to what he could do. Second, he had received some mysticism education and gleaned experiences as a Nighthawk. He knew not to trade with unknown existences. Having made up his mind, he calmed down and focused on how to gather more attention. This genie was suspected to originate from the, good lord, darkest, most chaotic, most mysterious first epoch, so he definitely knew a lot. Do you think such conditions can move me? He planned to see how high the chips the genie could offer so as to pry into his secrets. His gaze seemed to land on Klein as his voice quaked. You are not him. Klein was stunned and also a little frightened. It was as if he was performing a magic show only to have a member of the audience see through his trick. He didn't know what he did wrong. It was difficult for him to analyze the pros and cons quickly and gave a reaction that would match him. Why did he suddenly realize, I'm not the celestial worthy of heaven and earth for blessing? Isn't my question reasonable? Since we're talking about a deal, shouldn't a bargain be allowed? The former owner of Sephiroth Castle that the genie knew isn't like this? Impossible. Why would a person who's good at deceit show his hand so quickly? How could there not be some level of negotiation and pressure? Fuck! Too many thoughts ran through his mind. Nearly 10 seconds passed. I didn't immediately answer the genie's accusation, so it's an indirect form of admittance. Just as he raised his vigilance and was about to produce the staff of the stars and activate the Sephiroth Castle to resist the possible attack, the figure laughed. This laughter seemed to stir his soul, causing Klein, who was inside the Sephiroth Castle, to show signs of losing control. There's no intention of attack, but the influence of natural dissipation? What the hell is he laughing about? After a few seconds, the genie stopped laughing. Even for existences at our level, fate is so miraculous. Whoever you are, the deal I proposed is still on the table. As long as you remove the seal and release me, I will return to the cosmos with the portion that belongs to me. As for the rest, I will leave the Miracle Invoker characteristic to you. In addition, I will grant you 3 wishes. I will return to the This is a great old one that's locked in. Oh, no wonder the fucking gods are useless. This is a great... Oh my god, that might prove another point of mine. To become a great old one, you need to have access to a Sephira. That might even work, because he's a great old one, and he has a Sephira. Because he said our Sephiroth. Bye, Quantum. No worries, man. Appreciate you popping by. Have a good night. Oh, that might work. Oh, so good. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Holy shit. How's that? Isn't that enough? When Klein heard this, his eyelids twitched as he sensed danger. He had originally thought that he could pretend to agree and obtain more information before using Sephira Castle to go back on his promise, but now he knew that he could not make that promise. Hence he said, "Leave." As he spoke, he cut off the connection between himself and the Crimson Star representing the Hermit. The figure rapidly expanded and dissipated, leaving only his voice echoing, "You will eventually agree." Only when the world of the grey fog completely restored its calm did Klein let out a deep breath. The genie is a powerful creature of the cosmos, sealed in the magic wish lamp in the first epoch? The person who sealed him might be the previous owner of Sephira Castle. This can be inferred from the ingredients used to form the magic wishing lamp. So that's how the genie sensed that I wasn't the previous owner when he questioned me. But I did consider this point, so my question wasn't logically sound. Unless the former owner of the castle and the genie had some sort of tacit understanding. The bulk of the genie's powers can't extend out of the seal, but he can use the characteristic that forms the seal. The unique characteristic of granting wishes is likely from Miracle Invoker. Then the genie uses his level to magnify it. Huh? Am I just kind of dumb? Amidst his thoughts, Klein raised his hand to look at Catleya and discovered that Catleya didn't notice anything unusual with the lamp. Klein formed a stream of light that contained his warnings and threw it into the star. The baffling actions of a human. I can probably change music now, I think. It's too serious for me. We now go back to chill music, okay? I always like chill music if possible. There's miracles? Oh, okay, I see. But whoever sealed him, Klein seems to think it's the previous owner of the Sephira Castle, the celestial worthy of heaven and earth. You're telling me that guy was stronger than great old ones, or like above the sequences? How do you even get above that? What is this guy on? Why is he just like, nah, I'd win? Because if he had the Sephira Castle, that would theoretically make the celestial worthy of heaven and earth for blessing a great old one as well, right? Assuming my theory is right, of course, because like being Having control of that Sephira would make him Sephira, yes, sorry. Would make him a great old one. But then why was he able to beat this one? The primitive island that the Emperor found by chance, the creatures on the island worship an unknown power of the cosmos. Without reaching the level of an angel, just knowing of it will cause corruption. Try not to make a wish to the genie, nor bring it back to the island. Leia finally received feedback from the fool, as she was even more worried about the Queen's quest. Super great old one theory? No, I don't have any knowledge bases for that yet, Nagito. I will keep an eye out, okay? She turned her head to look at the unresponsive magic wishing lamp and put it away. She spread out her letter, and picked up a fountain pen and paraphrased the information she got, hoping that Bernadette would take it seriously. Greater old one. That's, yeah, that's my new nickname, guys, alright? In a dilapidated apartment in Backland, a man with a full beard was sitting across a chair. Gio, who had become a middle-ranking member of MI9 through her own capabilities, stood in front of the man. We already have enough witnesses and evidence to prove that you are one of the main organizers of the protest. Oh, good Lord, Jesus Christ. If you wish to reduce your punishment, answer the question honestly. Before Gio could say a word, the man felt a powerful, suppressive force. When she finished speaking, his mind began to tremble, as if bolts of lightning were penetrating his body. The bearded man suppressed his fear and the weakness in his heart and said, "No one instigated me. I did what I wanted to." Don't you all know the entirety of Backland has become a gunpowder keg? Even a tiny spark will set off the entire city. Those damn nobles and merchants hoarding so much food while everyone is starving. You can do what you want to me. I never believed in their promises. The reason why we agreed to end the protest was because everyone got a lot of food. Gio was about to ask further when she turned her head to listen to the commotion outside. She could hear Fasak, Intes, or Phaenopod armies. Have they broken through the defenses? Back in the Forsaken Land of the Gods, after Klein's return to the real world, he attempted to pull out the magic wishing lamp. Soon he confirmed he couldn't summon it. Indeed, it involves a uniqueness, or should I say, a Sephira? In short, the genie is indeed a high-ranking existence that was sealed. At 43 or 46? Okay, then we'll stop at 43, Romero. At the very least, he is a king of angels. There's no way to make use of him. Klein let out a deep breath and turned his attention back to Kotar. He had made a lot of preparations in this time as he ran through and confirmed the plan above the grey fog. He was in no hurry to take action. He spent a lot of time checking loopholes. Oh, now that Klein's doing all this, I feel like he's gonna become a sequence 2. Dude, Klein becomes an angel. This guy becomes a fucking actual, like, I can stand on like relatively decent ground with gods at this point. Like, oh, Evernight Goddess? Yes, I have come to bargain. Like, what? I'm a god. Yeah, me too. No, you're not. Nah, close enough. 2 or 3 days later, it was dark and silent in the wilderness. Wearing a silk top hat and a long black trench coat, Klein held a lantern that emitted a faint yellow glow. With a solemn expression, he reached out his right hand and grabbed at the air. At that moment, a bolt of lightning streaked across the world, illuminating it. Following that, he dragged out a figure. It was him, holding the illusory staff of stars and a lantern. Right on the heels of that, his true body entered the fog of history as he dashed to a time before the first epoch. His historical projection suddenly came alive as an area that he had been exploring recently surfaced in his mind, and he used the powers of the Staff of the Stars to move directly to it. This was a huge distance away from where his actual body was. Even if there was a problem with the projection, no one could lock onto where he was. You don't yet No, amnesiac. You don't yet understand the difference between an angel and my boy Klein. Okay? Klein has been beefing with Angel since he was like a sequence 5. Now that he's gonna be an angel, he's gonna be like, yeah, the difference between you and me? Nothing. The difference between you and me is that I fucking win, okay? You're getting cooked. Surveying the area, he took in a dried riverbed and a boulder that stood deep in the darkness like a monster. He no longer maintained the Staff of Stars projection, letting it quickly fade away. After doing all this, he walked to the boulder and began chanting. The Dark Lord that exists alongside history, the embodiment of countless miracles, the God of Wishes. This was the Dark Demonic Wolf's honorific name that he had obtained from the Evernight Goddess. Although the creature may no longer use it, or perhaps changed it long ago, it did at one time refer to him. Deep within a mountain range in an ancient castle, giants, elves, humans, and vampires each held the role as gardeners, chefs, servants, and guards. They all had different expressions who would whisper to each other when they met. Bro, okay, listen, I've already told you, okay, my logic stream is very flawed, okay? I've said this several times. If I like a character, I will make them, I can justify war crimes for Isaac, okay? I got no issues with that. Like, it's like, easy peasy, no problem. What, do you think I'm gonna sit here and be like, no, actually, I think Klein doesn't have the sheer damage output to be able to get through Ouroboros? Get the fuck out of here. What do you think this is? However, once they returned to their rooms, they would turn dull, their eyes no longer move, as they floated up and hung towards the ceiling. All marionettes, interesting. In the depths of the castle, in a hall where only lightning could light up from the outside, a huge figure lay quietly in the darkness. Its body was like a tiny mountain covered in dark, short fur. Wallflower, how's it going, man? Its pitch-black pupils covered at least 3/4 of its eyes, and at its forehead was a tuft of grayish-white fur. None other than the God of Wishes, dark demonic wolf, Kotar. Suddenly, this demonic wolf, which was more exaggerated than a normal giant, raised his head. Every strand of his dark and short hair began to sway, as all the servants in the castle followed his actions. Kotar's eyes moved as he turned his head slightly, as though they were listening to him. Alright, let me just change the title really quick. By the way, Romero, where would I start the final stream for Volume 6? What? Sorry, I know you've already told me this. I apologize, okay? In the next second, he opened his mouth and let out a soundless roar and summoned another hymn. As soon as Kotar appeared, Kotar's body leapt into the grayish-white fog as he dashed to a historical spot of light in the Second Epoch. Kami, you're kidding, right? God, I hope you're kidding. If you're not, then I'm gonna do 17 chapters in one stream? What? Is there no other place to... Can we do it like 52, 53, 54? Anything? Fuck. This was a real piece of history that he knew. In the real world, Kotar's historical void projection made a wish in a tongue-twisting language. Then, with a flash of his figure, he moved to a mountain near the north city of Noise. So wait, so then next stream you want me to do from 44 to 48, and then 49 to 66? Okay. Alright. Okay, figure it out. 1252? Can we do... Okay. Can we do 52? Because 52 will allow me to do like a short stream tomorrow, short stream Friday, and Saturday week. If it's from 49, then I'll do a stream tomorrow. I'll take Friday off, and then we'll do a long stream Saturday. They both work. I just prefer to... Aw, thank you, Seer. Look at that. Someone at least gives a fuck. In the real world, nope, already read that. After making the series of preparations, the God of Wishes allowed a strand of dark, short hair to fall off, turning into an illusory worm of spirit. With its help, Kotar saw who was praying to him. No, the day after tomorrow would be Friday, Dr. Z, so we'll do it in 3 days. So for me, it would be about this time on Saturday. So in like 72 hours from now, basically, would be the final stream for Volume 6. It was a young man wearing a strange hat and strange clothes. He stood beside a glass lantern and chanted the name of the wolf. The dark demonic wolf's huge pitch-black pupils turned as he saw the young man, who was covered in a layer of grayish-white fog. As a sequence 2 of the Seer pathway, this mythical creature could clearly sense that the fog was similar to the fog of history. Sephira Castle? Having heard some matters from the ancient god Flagrea, he instantly had a guess. Under this premise, he had many thoughts. Using Sephira Castle to attract me and make me attack? Is this a bait? Indeed, it's just a projection. It's unknown which time fragment his body's hiding in. Previously, Sephira Castle had an anomaly. I controlled myself and didn't search for it. Why did they think I will fall for it this time? Once you schedule... Yeah, I don't want you to get to 5k XP, Nagato. 1252 is fine? Okay. So then we can do like short stream tomorrow, short stream the day after, and then long fucking stream, like 14 chapters the day before, the day off. Oh. It's just an attempt, switching to another when it doesn't work? Or is there something wrong with this prayer? I've lived for thousands of years. What have I not seen? The best solution is to ignore him. The dark demonic wolf quickly made a decision and planned on observing for a while. At this moment, he saw the young man open his mouth again. The sun that is eternal. You are an inextinguishable light, the embodiment of order. Kotar was puzzled as to what the young man was trying to do. That's actually even better, Romero. In this forsaken land, praying to another creator was useless. In the next second, Klein once again chanted, "The Lord that created everything." Oh, Romero, get your fucking clip out! God damn it, what is this, number 4? The Lord that created everything, the Lord who reigns behind the curtains of shadows, the degenerated nature of all living things. The dark demonic wolf's pupils dilated. He was confused by the actions of the human. Before he could make any guesses, Klein muttered a third name. The clock hand that tampers with time, the shadow that roams across fate, the embodiment of deceit and trickery. Is he trying to pray for Aman? The wolf was at a loss as to what the hell this kid was trying to do. He instinctively felt that something was amiss and wanted to wipe away the point of light. Suddenly, he saw the young man smile. He took out a crystal monocle and put it on his right eye. In just one prayer, Klein's historical void projection had turned into Aman's avatar. What is even Aman? Am I Aman? Are you Aman? Are we all Aman? What the fuck do you mean? He didn't finish saying the words, and he just pulled a monocle out of his ass and just goes, what the fuck is happening here? Almost at the same time, Kotar felt the other party's gaze pass through the prayer light and land on him. Then, Aman looked past him into the fog of history where his true body was. With no hesitation, he immediately dispelled the prayer of light. As for his true body, he dispelled the gaze and removed the maintenance of the historical projection. In the fog of history, in a stacked old city, Klein stood up. As a scene surfaced in his mind, A few seconds before the scene took shape, he had severed the connection between his body and the historical void projection. The baffling action that he had previously done was mainly to confuse Kotar. He wanted him to continue observing after realizing that the supplicant wasn't the true body. It made him increase the time he had spied on Sephira Castle. Thoughts on Aman's true name? The shadow that roams across fate is so hard. What? The clock hand that tampers with time is like, eh. The embodiment of deceit and trickery, decent. The shadow that roams across fate is so hard. In the end, he prayed to Aman, using the possible descent and influence of the god of deceit to hide the tracks of the Sephira Castle's reverse corruption on Kotar. If Aman hadn't responded and merely watched from the sidelines, Klein would have used the monocle he prepared to deceive Kotar. He's like, yay, listen, either the true Aman comes or a fake one comes. Either you're getting the Inuni treatment or you're getting the Medici treatment. Those are your only two options, okay? God, that was so cool. Why did we just, like... I'm so curious. Why? Yeah, last chapter, Dr. Z. If I'm dying, I'm taking you with me. Base. Give me one quick second. Maybe stopping now is better? No, Ramirez says this one more chapter is good. We can do that there. By the way, I think everyone's just kind of... Okay. Deep within a mountain range in the ancient castle, as soon as Kotar returned from the fog of history, he removed all connections from the outside world. He was prepared to abandon this place and move. Although he couldn't figure out what the hell had happened, with an accident already happening, his experience told him that he shouldn't take chances. At that moment, a thought came to Klein's mind in the city of old. His body instantly appeared in the ancient palace above the grey fog. In this mysterious space, the Crimson Star, representing Justice, the Hangman, the Star, and other members, were constantly expanding and shrinking. They emitted layers of ripples that formed a mighty wave. This was a preparation of the... What? Stop here? Stop here? Oh. Okay. Okay, we can stop at 1472. No problem. Do this next stream? Okay. Okay, we stop here then. No problem. Alright. Alright, just as a quick last thing. I managed to, yeah, my bad guys, my bad. Okay. As a quick last thing, I made one final Hail Mary and just decided to go all in. We did make back most of our money. I think I'm still technically down like 6 or 7 million, but like, chump change, whatever. I think I was at 80 before. Was that before? No. I was at 74 before. Am I in the same place? Okay, I'm in the same place, whatever. Alright, all good. Yeah, alright, also chat tomorrow. I'm at Pathways and Levels to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all... I mean, I left about 50 grand in there, so if anyone wants to try and rob me, feel free, okay? What the fuck? I have not seen these. These are so cool. Holy fuck, how much did you guys send? Do a Sharon cosplay for the big... Yeah, I wish, Sierra. No. What I did say was whenever we reach 10,000 subs, which is ways out, mind you, but whenever we do, I'll do an ASIC cosplay. That'll be nice. That'd be fun. Egypt style. This is cool. This is very nice. This is like ASIC style for everyone. This is very cool. Klein. Joe. Now I get to your culture on display. It's crazy. Who is this? Leonard? Green eyes, Leonard. Audrey. Oh, does she look so cute? She looks so good. That necklace is amazing. Holy fuck, that is so intricate. Even these, I don't know what the fuck you would call these, but these are so cool. ASIC, that looks very cool too. Does the little son get one, I hope? Just a bracelet? Oh, I thought there'd be like a different. Who though? Is this just ASIC? No, this is, oh, Roselle. 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 I really wish the little son got one. These are official? Oh, really? What is this? Bro, I don't know. I can't tell. Okay, don't judge me. Aw, this is so cute. This is so cute. This is adorable. Alright, by the way, the script for the Volume 5 video is officially done. So I'm going to start working on that today, okay? That is a... Okay, I see. So I should hopefully have the video out in like a day or two. I hope. So... I think I see Egyptian, I think ASIC very much so. Yeah, I'm not even going to deny it. The video should be out in like a day or two, hopefully before we end Volume 6 so that I'm not fucking constantly behind. Let me lock in for real, okay? No lies of P today. We gotta lock in. Oh, this is so cool. That is not... bro, I'm like at most divine the Sephiroth of the lamp. Fuck that, bro. Do you see how much money I lost today? 0, but like that's because I'm a clutch god, okay? How many wait, what? Altar 3, 4, 5. Wait, are there 10 members of the wait, are there 11 members? No. Oh. ASIC and Aman, that's why. I was like, what? Ever played No Man's Sky? No, I have not played that, Romero. Altar. Wait. There's 9 members of the Terror Club? 10 if you count the Fool, I guess, but Aman's he's just here. I don't know why Aman, yeah, I don't know why even ASIC is here, but all the same, we love him. Aww. Chess. Oh, it's so cute. It's like they're walking through mysteries effectively, because like chess is like doesn't really exist in this world as is. I'm sure there's like a version of it or whatever, but this is so cute. Perhaps when we meet again we can raise a toast to this peaceful night. Fine. Oh, come on, buddy boy. He come on. What? A guy tries to help his buddies out and then just like fake dies and you get all mad. Come on. That's like a quintessential guy. You think Roselle would miss out? I think Roselle would be too dumb to know how to make chess until he became like an angel or something. I'm sure someone's gonna go, actually Roselle is a very smart guy, okay? He can do it with ease. Ugh, shove it. You see what I mean? Oh god. Fucking called it, bro. I'm practicing my rage baiting skills to be a hunter, okay? I can't, you don't understand. I can't have Unhinged be a higher sequence than me. The little fucker will absolutely backstab me. I can't take that chance, okay? I need to be as strong or maybe stronger than him or we just get cooked. You have to understand. I've seen this one before. This is very beautiful. I have not. Wow, that looks so cool. Bro, I feel like what's gonna happen in the end is Audrey and Alger, as the wings of the Fool, will become like angels, and they'll be like effectively Mr. or like Klein's like Ariana, effectively. You know what I mean? Like how Ariana is like for the Evernight Goddess, like her like emissary in the world. Like if she needs something done, she goes, Ariana, go handle it. I feel like Alger and Audrey are gonna be angels and do that. They're probably, I guess Alger can only be a sequence 2. Audrey could theoretically become a sequence 1 just because there is no sequence 0 of that pathway, but Amon's probably gonna become one soon. You gonna be Dan? It's done. No, Romero, I can't have that, bro. I need to be Anderson or he will kill me. I can't trust him. You don't understand. Oh, did I say Aman? Sorry. Adam. I think that's... Very nice. Very, very nice. A visualization of Shepard's powers. Jesus Christ. Wow, that is so cool. You know what he looks like right here? He looks like, fuck, what's the guy? I don't know if I'm not. I don't know who this is. I don't really give a fuck either. He looks like Gildart's first appearance in Fairy Tale. That's the kind of vibe he's giving me. You know, he's just like walking through. He's like, you would think it's just like a weak guy, but no, it's just like, damn. No. He's just silently walking, like looking like he's poor and whatever. And he's like, oh, say a word, motherfucker, say a word. We've got 6 sequence 5s just shoved up my asshole, just waiting. God, thank God Livian isn't here. Oh, this is so cute. This is so sad for them, of course. As always, I love Chibi. Reminds me more of the Gildart's had a general. Yeah, this is true. All the same, I did like Fairy Tale, okay? It was very power up friendship. I agree. All the same, I did like it. It was very cute. This is very cute. How much did y'all send? This is very cool. Klein looks so good, and plus the what I'm gonna assume is like Chinese environment. Gehrman and Alger? Did you continue watching the Donghua? I am watching it, Seer. I haven't seen the last 2 episodes, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of need to see them. Or last one, I can't remember. I do need to watch that one. When Author Resurrected. Yeah. Damn, Gehrman looks like just out of his fucking mind, which I know is the point, but still. Aw, the doves are so cute. Are doves gonna be Klein's thing, I guess? Because, like, Zaratul takes over crows as marionettes a lot, right? I think it is. So maybe doves will be like his equivalent of that to fight him. Klein and Dan, it's the first believer of the Fool. Let's go. Yeah, plus he has like a very dovish foreign policy, you know? That's a politics joke. No, basically no one's gonna get in chat. All the same. This is very cool. This is very Archer-esque style. I don't know if anyone's seen Archer, but I love Archer. Because some official art has some doves around it. Oh, I see. Kami, most people here are fucking children, so I don't expect them to engage with politics at all. The only Archer I know of is Gilgamesh. No, Archer's an animated show. It finished 2 years ago. It has 14 seasons. If you guys ever get time, I cannot recommend it enough. I love Archer. It's very, very adult oriented. So go in there expecting that. Like, you know, it's not like definitely not kids friendly by any stretch of the imagination. But I mean, if you ever want like really funny animated show, Archer, love it. Streaming is not a good place for politics anyway. Yeah, because there's no kind of like Family Guy, but a lot. I don't know. It's just better. Okay. Yeah, definitely not for Milos. Yeah, he definitely can't watch that. Streaming is not. Yeah, streaming is a great place for politics if you're one of 3 people. If you're one of exactly 3 people that stream politics, it's good. Who the fuck? Oh, Edwina and Anderson? Damn it! Oh no, Milos. No. Oh, if you're good at insulting and don't mind getting death threats and streaming politics, oh yeah, that's true too. The crying emoji? I feel like this will be too busy, Milos. It won't look right in a emoji format. I mean, I can try it, but I don't think so. This one, maybe. I watched a tiny bit of Archer. Wasn't really totally fair. Jesus, her eyes look sociopathic here. I get it's probably because of the slits in her eyes, but like they're also like shining bright. But very beautiful art as a whole, man. The eyes are basically being voids here. Like, are very good. I think I've seen this before, but man, it is so beautiful. Dragon eyes, yeah. How much fucking more Medici didn't even show? How Medici didn't even show up? Milos, is your favorite character Medici? Mr. Isaac! You never actually came to our home, but we would have loved to have you. That's beautiful. Melissa, Benson, hope y'all are doing okay. Man, oh shit, if Stellan Sammer is suffering so much, you think Melissa and Benson are doing okay? I know we checked in with them a little while back where Melissa said like, oh no, we have food at home because my brother's a civil servant. But we worry, okay? They're siblings. We worry about them. Very nice too. I'm not, bro. When Medici shows up, I will check this art out. Okay, I'm not doing it before. Medici didn't even do anything. What are you sending me all this for? This is very beautiful though. Holy shit steaks, that's beautiful. God damn it, fine, I'll just check it out. That's a handsome boy. I know, why the fuck does he have this much art, bro? What? Like, I don't know if, other than Isaac, I don't know if anyone else has this much art. What the fuck? Damn, that is actually a goated piece. Bro, his sword has like lightning coming off of it. The sheer aura is crazy. Morpheus, don't. Morpheus's first message in chat. Today, not of all time, of course, but you like the bro? Then send me Ouroboros art. I think that guy's cool as fuck. Why you gotta send me the fucking lunatic? Send me Ouroboros art. Love that guy. This is a cold as fuck. He's like, come, all of you. This is like the this is like the image from like the starting of Black Myth Wukong. If some motherfucker says spoilers, if you don't want spoilers for Black Myth Wukong, like in the first 10 seconds, then look away now. Well, okay, like like Wukong standing in front of like the Heaven's armies, just being like, yeah, let's fucking go, baby. Oh, that shit was hard as fuck. Yeah, back with Wukong, you love cultivation? Dude, that was cool. Alright, we can come back. What the fuck do you mean? Okay, I gave a warning. Now y'all are just being bitches now. Bro, what is wrong with his neck? What is this? What the fuck is this? Right. See? Is he sitting on... What the fuck is he... What is this posture? What is he sitting on? That sword is damn cool. Like it or not, this is peak male performance true. Got the gaming posture on. Yeah. Alright guys, we'll end stream there. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. If anyone has like a really cool like the crying emoji or whatever, please toss it somewhere. I don't know, general artwork somewhere. Just ping me. I don't know, whatever. I will get that added if there's like a good one. Yeah, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow, and then 3 days from now we'll get that volume 6 all finished. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your nights. I'll catch y'all later. Bye, guys.